My name's Ashley Patton, and I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I did a lot of time in jail, a lot of time through that system. I started with alcohol. I had 5 DUIs from 18 to 22. From there, went into crack and heroin. I was 22 when I had Doran. He's my whole world. I immediately knew that he was my gift from God. We've always had a good relationship. He's been with me through the easy times and the tough times. It was just a progression that started out slowly, where he was able to be around, some of the things that I was doing. It progressed into just being absent from his life. When I did come around, I knew that he could tell that I was on drugs. My life was hectic when I was getting high and trying to hold jobs, and I still had a car, and so I was doing the best that I could to pick him up every day from school. I had completely forgot that I was supposed to pick him up that day, and he waited for me, and I never came. In my mind, I was so selfish from my addiction, it didn't really matter what anybody said to me. The day that I came in, I stayed with my mom that night, and my mom woke me up. She was just sick of the way I was living, and she woke me up that morning, and Doran was at the house, and at this point she had already had custody of him, but she was still letting me see him, here and there. She woke me up that morning, and she told me that if I didn't go to the Refuge, that I wouldn't be seeing Doran anymore. I had just prayed. I prayed the whole year that I was at the Refuge. Lord, restore this relationship. I seen it happening, but not only that, I really didn't know how to pray this, but Lord, make him a man of God. And through this, he was showing Doran the love of Christ and how God works in people's lives just through my journey alone. I came in the door and he said, Mom, I have something for you. And I just thought it was a picture, because he always draws me pictures. And when he handed it to me, it was a typed 2-page essay. And I started to read it, and I could only get through the first page before I had to shut it, and I had to wait till I got home with the ladies to read it. It was something that I had prayed for, but it was also hard to hear. Doran, do you want to read that?
Sure. It was a cold, sloppy day when my mother came home and acted different. I kept asking what was wrong, and she kept saying nothing, but in my mind I knew something was not right. I wanted her to get help so bad. I hated to see her like that. We put her in the car and said we were going somewhere, but didn't tell her where. When we got to the rehab, we made her go, and she stayed. It felt like a year. Then finally, 2 weeks later, she called and said, I am going to stay. I was so happy that my mom is better, and it was a bad life when she was on drugs. Now she is working for the Refuge and comes home a lot more often, and soon she will get her license and a new car, which will be cool. That is what God will do to people. Our family is so blessed. God is good. He saved my mom from all the bad things she has done, and the important thing is He forgave her for all of her sins.